A.C.B.A.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with a daily update. So as promised, I'm going to recap today's Hasbro Marvel Legends live stream. It was a good one. A lot of things we anticipated, but it was great to see them and to see some things for the first time. Interesting, they turned off the comments too. There were no quote unquote fans able to make comments in real time, probably because of how toxic the comment section has been in the past. But yeah, they jumped right in. So we did get confirmation that the Jim Lee costumed X-Men will be 3-packs, 2 3-packs. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Rectangular talked about it. So we had already previously saw Gambit, Banshee, the single carded Wolverine, and Storm. And I was under the assumption that Storm, Banshee, and Gambit would be 1 3-pack since we already saw all 3 of them. But it's going to be Banshee, Gambit, and Psylocke. Updated new body, double jointed elbows for her. All of these look great. And the second 3-pack will be Forge, Storm, and Jubilee. Some old favorites in terms of accessories for Jubilee, the bubblegum bubble, some new parts on Forge. So again, 2 3-packs. You get the single carded Wolverine from the retro carded X-Men wave, and then you'll have almost a complete team. They did mention Professor X, so a good possibility that we will be getting Professor X as well, an updated Professor X. And then we did get confirmation of Blob here. Not a Build-A-Figure, but a single carded, single box deluxe Blob figure. They showed off the articulation a little bit, said he's about the same size as the older Hasbro version, which is great. Looks like great articulation, 2 head sculpts, interchangeable hands. I'm really happy with the way Blob looks. I believe he's going to be dropping alongside of these 2 3-packs if I'm not mistaken. And then something else that I talked about quite a while ago, the possibility of completing the X-Men Outback team. And so they introduced Rogue. And we already have a couple members of this team in the proper outfits. We've got Havoc, we've got Wolverine in a brown suit. We just got 2 long shot figures basically and a Dazzler. So remember I talked about this a while back that they could just repurpose the AOA Colossus Build-A-Figure and give us an Outback Colossus. I think that's going to be the deal. Maybe we'll get a new updated Storm, Magneto. We got a lot of options here. Psylocke, what's my man's name? The teleporter. I forget his name. I'm drawing a blank right now, but that would be great to get him as well. Then they got off the X-Men for a moment. They did say that 2023 is going to be a big year for Spider-Man, the animated series, as far as those sort of cel-shaded and non-cel-shaded figures. They showed off Kraven and his Spider-Man, the animated series deco. Then they talked about the newest Spider-Man PS5 game. I guess that's coming. And that particular costume. And here's that figure. A lot of great accessories that we've seen before, but they're all together here in this pack. So that's great. Then they took a break and went into their top 5 picks for the year. You know, it's the end of the year. We're going to see a lot of top 5, top 10s. Then they came back, finished up strong. They gave us 7 figures that will be part of a wave next year. They did not give us the Build-A-Figure just yet, but I have some speculation as to what the Build-A-Figure may be. So first off, they showed off Kid Omega, which is one character that has survived from the Silvestri era of X-Men. Actually, you know what? I think he was introduced during Grant Morrison's run, if I'm not mistaken, but this is a more modern costume for him. Go back, do your Googles. I've recommended that Grant Morrison run, the new X-Men run, many times on this channel. Read it. Then they showed off Fang, who is a member of the Imperial Guard. So we talking about Shi'ar, we talking about Lilandra, you know, that whole crew. And I talked about the Imperial Guard many times on this channel and said it would be nice to see them expand. In fact, it would be nice to see them do, I'm drawing a blank again, the big dude from the Imperial Guard that grows like Giant Man. That may be a possibility with a Giant Man-esque sort of HasLab situation. I talked about that before. Mind you, Kid Omega, Fang, we've never had in figure form in the Marvel Legends line. They showed off another that we've never had in the Marvel Legends line in Chamber. Looks like Chamber might be using some of the same parts that they wanted to use on Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, which is some of the same parts that they used for Longshot. I don't know. That's what I saw when I first glanced at this. I may be wrong. They showed off Monet, another first timer in the life of the Marvel Legends line in her Generation X costume. I'd like to see her in a more modern costume, maybe even the costume she had on when she was running around with X Factor, but she looks good. Then they showed off one that we knew was coming for quite some time. I knew that they had to make Corsair as they round out the summer sort of family and everything that's been going on with the modern age of X-Men with Krakoa and all of those things. So Corsair was also a first timer in the life of the Marvel Legends line. On the Vulcan buck, they joked that Vulcan would technically be on Corsair buck, being that he's his son, but you get it. Then the sixth figure that they showed that will be part of this wave is an updated Emma Frost in her astonishing X-Men costume. Let's go. You know, I've been advocating for astonishing X-Men, those looks, that team forever, since they pretty much gave it to us back in the day, but all of those figures look terrible. I guess with the exception of the older Cyclops from that Brood Build-A-Figure wave. But also, in the same wave, we will get an updated Cyclops, who is also on the Vulcan buck, I believe. So those are the 7 figures for this wave. I think that the Build-A-Figure for this wave may be Chad. They made a mention that there will be more Starjammers coming in 2023. I think they may give us Chad. We'll get the core crew, though, for sure, in some form or fashion. Then they gave us a couple of teasers here at the end. This Rose, which may go to a Rose figure. This Golf Club, this little furry guy. Put up a poll on my Instagram asking what these teasers were. I'll go back, I'll check that, I'll edit this. Great live stream today. A lot of great reveals. Everything's looking very clean. I'm excited. Let's talk about it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
I'm in the game, I'm grinding, I got to play 24 hours in a day, 7 days out the week, I never sleep.
So I did check my Instagram questionnaire, and without a doubt, it's going to be Chad that'll be the Build-A-Figure for this wave, as that little creature is his little pet friend, Cree. I think that's how you pronounce it, not 100% sure on that. Most people believe that the Rose belongs to Kingpin's son, the Rose. The jury's still out on the Golf Club, but I made it a point to mention who revealed what. The Rose was revealed by Dwight, which is a Spider-Man sort of character. The Golf Club by Ryan. Maybe that's an Avengers character. Shout out to my man Reed. He showed me this. I'm not sure how accurate this may be, but maybe we'll be getting a new Taskmaster. And then Chad's little friend was revealed by Ryan, who's a big X-Men fan. So that is for certain. But yeah, let's talk about it.
I'm on my grizzly bear, 52 weeks out the year.